We're live. Good morning.
Awesome. And this will be posted later, which is great. So, hi, I'm Sarah Story.
And I'm Katie Robinson Edwards.
And we are at the Umlauf Sculpture Garden and Museum. I have been the executive director here for 2 years now, which is so crazy. Yay!
A bit hard to believe.
Wow. And Katie, how long have you been here?
Oh, 6.5 years.
Wow.
I know.
That's amazing as
It's a
well.
long time.
And so today we're going to talk to you all a little bit about our current campaign, Garden Giving, a little bit about our closure, and some specific ways to be involved with the Umlauf and some upcoming projects. Anything else?
I think that's a lot to talk about.
Okay, great.
And you'll be interested, and feel free to ask questions and we can get back to you soon. This will be posted today also. The first thing is that we are at the tail end of our Garden Giving campaign. And what is our Garden Giving campaign?
Well, our Garden Giving campaign was created this year because our beloved garden party, our annual fundraiser, was canceled due to COVID. It was scheduled for April 23rd. It was the 22nd year that we were gonna have garden party, which is really crazy. So we were super sad, but of course are very concerned about the health and safety of our community and of Austin. So we moved our fundraiser online to a campaign called Garden Giving. And through this campaign, you can support the Umlauf in many ways. You can send a postcard to your friends. You can buy some incredible store merchandise, like these beautiful Spirit of Flight pins. I don't know if you can see it.
That's my job.
Beautiful.
That's my job.
This beautiful t-shirt. We'll send it to your friends for you or to you. And this incredibly cool coloring book of the Umlauf and all of our amazing little sculptures and animals and fun gardening themes. You can also become a member. You can sponsor a sculpture in our garden for a year, which helps conserve the sculptures throughout the year. And this year we have a brand new program called Borrow a Bronze, which is so freaking cool because this little guy, doggy, it'll come with the sound effects. So you can be in your home or business or your studio. It's sturdy, man.
It's sturdy bronze.
You can borrow that bronze for 6 months. You can showcase it wherever you'd like. Put it in your car if you want to. And we're just super excited to have a way to share Umlauf's art and a piece of the Umlauf Sculpture Garden with our community. So that's been a really fun new project. Anything else to add on that, Katie?
No, I think that's pretty good. We're thrilled about this Borrow a Bronze project. Museums used to do art rental programs. You don't see quite that many that do it anymore, but our bronzes are sturdy enough and that we've got it all worked out so that you can borrow it for your home or business for 6 months, or you could extend it. And it's a really wonderful way to support the museum. You're not actually paying very much money to have a tremendous piece of art on view.
Yeah, it's a real special treat. So another amazing way to have beautiful Umlauf art in your home is through our GK prints.
And this
What is a G-clay?
Well, honestly,
A lot of
Sarah,
people don't know.
G-clay is a fancy word for a French word. That's why it has the accent. You're from New Orleans, you get a lot of this. It's a French word, but it really means a high quality, reproductive photocopy, essentially, but of the highest quality and on really nice paper in order to count as a giclée, which means that a lot of times people cannot tell the giclée, such as this, from the original.
So the purpose is not to take away from the original art, but to have really high quality reproduction so that more people can enjoy
Exactly.
art. They can see the marks that have been made by the artists. It's not just like taking a photograph out of a museum and just printing it on your own little printer. It's much higher quality than that. On good paper, it looks like.
On really good paper. And we print these, and actually to go back to what Sarah was saying, it's a way of protecting the original paper. Hello. It's a way of protecting the original paper as well. When museums have drawings, they actually do not want to exhibit them very much because the light is so damaging to them. And so it's even, a lot of museums honestly do show reproductive drawings. And we work with a local printer, Agave Printing. They are incredible. And they use this very fine German Hahnemühle paper for us. And the actual size of the reproductive drawings, and you can see them all online, they're all under Garden Giving, but the actual size of them, that's not an Umlauf, but they're actually about 12 by 16. So they're pretty big and they're ready for framing. And we have dozens of them online for you to choose from, and it's a wonderful way to get one. We'll mail it to you, you can come pick it up, and then you can frame it yourself. And they're signed, reproductively signed by Charles Umlauf. And I thought I'd show, we actually have quite a few. This is a booklet that we made for an exhibition, the studio in the museum, that's actually a reproduction of one of the booklets that, the notebooks that Charles Umlauf actually drew in. And then we put in a number of really nice, high quality reproductions so that people could come to the museum and flip through them and of course not damage the drawings, but see, for example, that's him preparing for Skater, which is in our garden, and you can come see soon. And there's some of his early studies of animals. That's very pale, and I'll just show you, there's some baby studies, one of his children. But just to give an example of the range of things that Umlauf drew, and we only, because drawing was always the first step toward sculpture.
Right.
And we only put, you know, maybe a few dozen online, but you can write to us if there's a subject you want to see, and we'll try to find one for you.
Yeah, and online there's, I think I saw figures, figurative work, beautiful nudes, beautiful figures, quite a few animals, which are really cool. And again, I agree with Katie, just the sketchbooks is such a special just window into the artist's thought process and soul, because that is where it all begins. That's where the thought, it's like journaling, the first thoughts for an artist, the first thoughts for a writer, other creative forms of expression. It's just so neat to see. So glad that we have those.
We are so lucky to have them. We have a wonderful collection of Umlauf's drawings that we're slowly digitizing so that you'll be able to see them online. But you also could live with a reproduction of one.
I bought one.
Yay! So another thing we wanted to talk about this morning is, when is the museum going to open?
Great question. So as you all know, there's been a lot of different announcements from different forms of government about when museums can open. We are following the city ordinance because we are a city property. We're so lucky to have a wonderful public-private partnership with the city of Austin. Just beautiful space. So we're really waiting to make sure that the city feels comfortable with us opening. In the meantime, we have completely prepared a way to have social distancing and time ticketing so that once we are allowed to have guests, people can feel very safe and secure. We'll have masks, hand sanitizer, a whole new flow of the garden, which will be really interesting because people will be able to experience it in a new way with their families, with their friends. But definitely limit the amount of people so that we continue to be safe. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, I just truly don't know yet.
And where can we find that information?
umlaufsculpture.org or on our social media channels like Facebook and Instagram, which is @umlaufsculpture.
And we're looking forward to having you back. And in fact, we have both walked the new force flow traffic through the garden. I found it much more enlightening, Sarah, because I looked at things in a different way to go through a certain direction. Did you enjoy your walk?
I really did. Yeah, I think it was nice. I get distracted when I'm out there, so I agree. It was kind of nice to have a path through instead of like just going wherever my eye wanders at the time. So yeah, it's a beautiful way to experience the garden. You're not going to miss anything. It'll just be a really fun way to get outside with your family and friends, enjoy some nature. And I think Katie and I might actually do a little video walkthrough in a little bit so that people can see the new path.
We can take the path for you, so you could look for that too. So, thank you. I think one of our main points today is be safe. Come back to the Umlauf soon. And right now, in the last 24 hours of garden giving, if you would support us, either by purchasing something like a drawing or an object, or we are very happy just to take straight donations. That is really a great way to support the Umlauf, or be a sustaining supporter by getting a membership at the Umlauf.
And there's also a lot of amazing silent auction items on Garden Giving, which are great Mother's Day gifts, graduation gifts, etc. So please just check it out, and we would just appreciate any support that you could give us during this time.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
And we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.